Hi, this is Bridget from the East Side. So you want to learn how to knit. Well, the first thing that you need to learn how to do is to cast on stitches. Every knitting project will tell you how many stitches you need to cast on for that project. I'm going to show you the Longtail Cast-On method. I use this for almost every project that I knit, and the end result is a nice elasticy edge, so you don't have to worry about your edge being too tight. So what I do is I figure about 12 inches. I just eyeball it. I don't measure it. About 12 inches per 20 cast-on stitches. And I usually round up so that I know I'm going to have enough when I'm casting on. I don't want to run out of this yarn when I'm casting on. So I would rather have more than less. You can always trim your tail. So you start with a slip knot. Get that slip knot onto your needle. A slip knot is simple. All you do is wrap the yarn around your finger like this, pinch it to make a little loop, and you're just going to slip this through, slip the yarn through, grab that with your finger, and it'll tighten right up like this. So start with a slip knot. Now you're going to see how this forms an upside down V. I like to refer to it as a tent, the top of the tent. You're going to take your index finger and thumb right inside the tent here, and with the rest of your fingers you're going to grab the two ends down underneath so that you can tighten this up with your fingers here. Okay? Now you're going to pull your needle down like a slingshot, and working from left to right, you're going to take your needle, you're going to go into the yarn coming off from your left finger here in the front, over to the right behind the yarn coming off your index finger, and you're going to bring this right through these two pieces of yarn coming off your thumb, and then you're going to let go with your thumb and tighten that up, and that's going to make your first cast-on stitch. Your slip knot is actually your first cast-on stitch. This will make your second cast-on stitch. So again, we take thumb and index finger right in the tent, grab the rest with your other fingers, slingshot. You're going to go to the left and grab that yarn, to the right and grab that yarn, and go through the middle here. Let go with your thumb and tighten it up, and you've made another cast-on stitch. When you get the hang of this, you don't need to let go of the yarn altogether. You just pull tightly, and then you're right in position again to make another cast-on stitch. Pull tightly. Again, you're in position. You'll get into a rhythm, and you'll see that it's a very quick way of casting on. I find it a lot easier than the basic cast-on method, which, as I said before, it can cause a tight cast-on edge, especially when you're knitting a mitten, a sock. You don't want to have a hard time getting your hand or your foot into your project. So again, I'm going to show you here. You have your tent holding the yarn underneath. Bring your needle back like a slingshot, going left to right and through the middle. Let go with your thumb. And that's the Longtail Cast-On method. Now that you've learned to cast on, now you're ready to learn how to knit.